Today's story: Forget the rules, feel the clay. Inspired by the teachings of Sri Amma Bhagavan. Today's teaching: Every discovery starts with unlearning. A story set in a small sun drenched town of Panruti where the air smells of blooming jasmine and wet earth. The master of clay. 10-year-old Keshav was the proudest boy in the village. His grandfather, Dadaji, was a master craftsman who made beautiful earthenware pots. Keshav had watched his grandfather for years and believed he knew absolutely everything about clay. He could shape a perfect diya with his eyes closed. He often told his friends, clay must always be mixed with exactly 3 cups of water, or it is completely ruined. He was certain his way was the only right way. The new student arrives. One breezy afternoon, a young girl named Meena joined Dadaji's workshop. Meena came from a faraway desert region where the soil was bright red, unlike the dark silt of Panruti. When she sat down at her wheel, she did not measure her water in cups. Instead, she sprinkled it lightly with her fingertips, feeling the texture of the earth as she worked. Keshav watched her and frowned his head. The clash of methods. You're doing it all wrong, Keshav interrupted, marching over to her wheel. Dadaji's rule is 3 exact cups of water. Your clay will collapse into mud. Meena smiled gently and replied, In my home, the red clay tells your hands when it is thirsty. Keshav refused to listen. He was so sure of his old knowledge that he couldn't see how beautifully smooth Meena's clay was becoming. He walked away, proud of his own expertise. The Great Monsoon Challenge. The next week, Panruti hosted the annual Bal Mela festival. The children were challenged to sculpt a traditional elephant figurine. Keshav immediately rushed to his wheel, poured his exact 3 cups of water, and began to spin. But something was different. The heavy monsoon humidity had changed the moisture in the air. Keshav's clay became a sloppy, sticky mess. The elephant's trunk kept sliding off. He tried again and again, but his rigid rule failed him. He sat back, defeated and angry. The moment of unlearning. Keshav looked over at Meena. Her elephant was magnificent, sturdy and detailed. Dadaji walked over, placing a warm hand on Keshav's slumped shoulder. Keshav, my child, Dadaji whispered, you are trying to sculpt today's clay with yesterday's rules. To learn something new, you must first empty your hands of what you think you already know. Keshav looked at his muddy hands, closed his eyes, and decided to let go of his strict rule. He threw away his measuring cup. A new discovery. Keshav sat down next to Meena. Can you teach me how to feel the clay? He asked quietly. Meena smiled and guided his hands. Keshav forgot about cups and numbers. He closed his eyes and simply felt the damp earth beneath fingers. He adjusted his touch based on the clay's true texture in that exact moment. Within an hour, Keshav sculpted his finest elephant yet. But letting go of his old certainty, he had discovered a whole new world of creation. Every discovery starts with unlearning. True wisdom is not about gathering endless rules and holding on to them forever. Sometimes the most powerful thing we can do is forget our old habits, drop our assumptions, and look at the world with fresh, open eyes. When you think you already know everything, you close the door to learning. When you are willing to unlearn, you open your mind to amazing new discoveries.